Serenity and Endurance, my cancer journey. My name is Diana Serenity, and I have breast cancer. Before I go into my medical background, I want to introduce myself. My screen name is Diana Serenity, and I choose that name because serenity means the state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled. This is how I have been trying to live my life, as peaceful as possible. And I know to you guys, you must think remaining peaceful with a diagnosis like cancer is something that has to be so impossible. But I have learned how to be this way, and I can try to teach you how to be that way also too. I am a 48-year-old divorced, single parent and grandparent. My daughter Veronica, she passed away December 2016. Sorry. And she left behind her little boy, who I'm going to name Babykins. Let's give him that name. I'm also raising my 12-year-old daughter, and I'll nickname her Bubbles, because of her great big beautiful eyes. Raising both minors alone with no husband is very hard, especially when you have illnesses. So it takes a whole lot of patience, perseverance, and endurance to take care of small children with an illness like this. Now back to my medical history. I mentioned earlier that I have breast cancer. Well, I have been diagnosed October 2017. While working last year, I noticed a dullish pain in my left breast here, and it kind of felt like a pin, like kind of gnawing at you. It wasn't too sharp, but it was super annoying. It even did this while I laid down for sleep. It did this while I was in the shower, exercising, etc. It was just constant. So I got tired of it. I went to the breast clinic to see, what's going on, get this checked out. First was the mammogram, the evil machine that chomps down on your breasts. And you cannot wear deodorant, you cannot wear lotion when you go get the procedure done, because the reading would be altered. Let's go back to that lotion part. It's extremely annoying to me to sit up there and be able to wear lotion when you're getting this procedure done, because what it does is it squeezes your skin, and then it being dry, tight, it feels like it's ripping your tit off. Whew. Once the mammogram was done, I got dressed and I thought I was going home. Not the case. I was told to go back into the waiting room and wait. We're going to do a sonogram on you. So they said I had to get that done immediately. And of course, my heart stopped. Everything came to my mind. Fear, guilt. Now, the fear comes from the possibility of cancer. But the guilt comes from the idea that I didn't get my mammogram done the year before, 2016. I let work and everything else come in between getting that important thing done. So, ladies, please do not miss your mammograms. They're very important. This could mean life and death. If it's caught early, it can be taken care of, but if you let everything, take, precedent over that, like your job, your lifestyle, and things like that, you're going to regret it. So I had a friend that made that same kind of mistake. They let their job become more important than, taking care of their health. And what happened is she found out that she had cancer, but by the time she found out about it, it was a little too late. It was in the critical stages. So we have to really get these mammograms done. So I implore you, ladies, please get the mammograms done. Please do not neglect that period. In the same day, I got that sonogram, and right then and there, I was given the news that I need to have a breast biopsy. Now, while they were doing all these tests, they were mostly concentrating on the right side. Now, I told you guys that I had the gnawing pain in the left side. So it was baffling to me. So if you guys have any information on why that's so, you can leave it in comments below and let me know. I was scheduled for a biopsy, and it was quite different from what I remember. When I had my first biopsy done, it was done, I was put to sleep. And when I was put to sleep, easy peasy. I got up, took in some juice, I ate some crackers, and I went home. Nowadays, not the case. Well, let me explain to you how they do it now. Now what they do is that they place you on this table. It's a flat table. If you guys had it done, you know what I'm talking about. Place you on the table, you face down, and you have to take your breast and insert it in the hole in the table. And you're laying on that table, and everything is being done under that table where you don't see a thing taking place. Now, while I was on that table, my breast lowered down into that hole. I was given a needle, and it was supposed to numb everything, but the needle was, wow, painful. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to scare anyone like that, but I had to get it done. So being honest with you guys, this was one of the scariest things I had to go through. The fear of the unknown, not knowing what's taking place. Well, they'll tell you what's taking place, but I didn't know what was taking place under that table. So that's the part that scared me. So after that nightmare was over, I went home and I received my letter, and it stated that I had to come in to see a breast surgeon. And on the day of coming to see the breast surgeon, it was the breast surgeon and 2 nurses came in right behind him. And right then and there, I knew that it wasn't a good prognosis. And I had to let him know, you didn't have to roll in 3 deep. I can figure by you coming in that it must be something bad. So he let me know that I had the cancer. It was in the right side. So breast surgery and reconstructive surgery was scheduled for, when did I get it done? November. And on my right breast was removed, and 2 lymph nodes in my armpits were taken out also too. And I spent 6 weeks in pure agony with the pain, glazing at those hideous drains that hang from my breast, and the depression. The mastectomy made me feel very ugly. I experienced grief from the loss of the breast, and I felt worthless. It was bad enough I felt, this worthlessness, and now I experienced the divorce, and now I'm on my own, and then there's the cancer and the mastectomy. If I was looking for any type of partner, I thought to myself, what man wants a defective breastless woman? So and also too, I thought about the health problems. Nobody wanted to be burdened down with that. So a whole lot of things were hammering at my head, and I did a whole lot of woe is me and things like that. So Ladies, speaking to a counselor really helped me out, and it can help you out too. I know some people figure that they can, figure things out on their own, talk with their friends, but it wasn't enough for me. I had friends here, but I needed the counseling from a professional. And also, too, I went to, I also went to the support groups also, too. And I've also sat in with a bunch of ladies that went through the same thing I went through, and this helped me out a whole lot. And this can help you out also too. And listening to their stories, and listening to the experiences and stuff like that, and all of us sitting around, this was encouraging to me. And I was also an added encouragement for them also as well. So these groups really work, ladies. Now, my counselor, my cancer counselor, she helped me to see that my feelings of the mastectomy and the cancer treatments with the depression, all of this was normal. So it wasn't something that just came out of the blue. This is normal. This is how, it's a usual. So ladies, please take advantage of these provisions. They really help. They help me out, and it can help you out also too. As of February of this year, I started chemotherapy. I was taking Taxol and I was taking Herceptin together until May of this year. They had to stop the Taxol because of the fact that it was giving me a whole lot of negative side effects. Side effects for me would be different. It could be different than what you guys can experience. You may deal with something totally different, but the side effects for me, I'm explaining and let you know the things that took place with me and why they had to eventually stop the Taxol. So some of the side effects I had endured was the moderate neuropathy. Now, neuropathy is the numbness in your hands and your feet, and also too, I had super nausea that came from Herceptin, and widespread body pains everywhere. Every time I took a treatment, it was every Thursday, I would come home, I wouldn't experience it that day Thursday, I wouldn't experience it Friday, it would come on like a wrecking ball on Saturday and have me immobilized, unclear into Tuesday or Wednesday. So also the Taxol took out a lot of my hair. What you see here is a nice beautiful wig thanks to the American Cancer Society. Next video to I'll show you my hair and show you how it's growing back, but this is a wig here, human hair. Thank you, Cancer Society, appreciate it. Before stopping the Taxol, they tried everything to combat the pain and also the sickness. So what they tried nausea medication, didn't work. They tried giving me gabapentin to, help with the numbness, didn't work. They gave me Percocet for the pain, didn't work. Nothing seemed to work for me. I was just progressively getting worse. The neuropathy, the pain, the sickness, it just progressively got worse. To the point of me having no feeling at all in my feet and in my hands here. There was no feeling. So, I just felt like a helpless, vegetable. So please note that Taxol also darkens your fingers too and your toes. So when I had the Taxol, my hands here were dark from the tip here all the way down here. And of course I panicked. The first thing I thought is that I had some circulation issues that, I don't know, to me, I don't know, they look like circulation issues or whatever. I wasn't taking enough iron. I don't know. A lot of things came to my mind, but I spoke with my oncologist, and she eased my mind. And she, once I communicated my issues with her, She put my stress at rest. She let me know that it's perfectly normal and that the color of my hands and my feet will come back once the Taxol was stopped. So as of May 2018, this year, I was taken off of Taxol, and I'm currently just taking a Herceptin every 3 weeks. My oncologist wanted to put me on Taxotere, but I opted not to, and this is because, and you see it on the internet, you'll see it all over, Taxotere permanently takes your hair out. And that's just my personal decision. If you guys want to go ahead and do it, you by means, do so. But for me, it's a no. I didn't want that extra added on stress of having no hair, period, for the rest of my life on my head. And I made mention I'm 48 years old. I would love to see my hair come back. So the whole purpose of these series of videos is to give you a glance of my life as I endure the breast cancer. And I try to live my life as serene as possible going through this difficult time in my life. And cancer is a doozy, but I try not to let it eat away at me emotionally. Next time we meet, I want to discuss the Mediport to see whether or not there will be an option for you. So until then, if you are facing cancer, you can conquer it with Serenity. Take care.